Ladies and gents, we are back with something yet again new. You know me, I always like to do this, but this is Minecraft. Obviously, it's not vanilla Minecraft. It is heavily modded to something called Sky Factory 3. Obviously, there has been a Sky Factory 1 and a 2 and a 2.5, actually, I believe. I have not tried those, so I am trying 3. I'm not going to be playing today. I'm just going to be showing you what basically goes on in this and how it starts. After that, I'm basically going to just cut to how I've been doing. Again, this is going to have no real gameplay. I'm just going to show you my little world, and we're going to leave it at that. So hopefully a nice quick video for you. But this is a game that has been drawing a lot of my attention. I had been playing way too much of this, ignoring everything else in my life, which is really stupid and pathetic, but that is how it has worked. I do not recall that little thing up there. What the hell is that? It's flying right at me. Apparently I picked it up. On the dynamics of integration. Interesting. So, welcome to Sky Factory. Basically, if you haven't already couldn't tell, this thing came out, I think, back in January, December of last year, or something like that. At least the third version of it. You are starting out on top of a tree, and that is it. You do start out with a couple of books that won't be useful at all until later. Tin Nugget, I haven't used that yet. Achievement book, I'll get to that in a minute, but you do start out with donut and a bacon, and this is from, I believe it's a guy called Bacon Donut or something like that. And a builder's wand, of course. So basically, let's go to the achievement book. In this, there are quests that you have to do, and let's go to the quests. So basically, you can read all this on your own time. I'm not going to go through reading this because there's a bunch of stuff to do. But challenges, you can't ever beat the pack, but they provide a list of challenges designed to help you progress. So basically, here's a bunch of your quests. And there's a lot of them. And I'll show you in my save 100% completed. So apparently you can actually beat the quest or beat the pack. But I'll show you in my actual save how I've been doing. I have gotten not too far, but a little ways. But so basically, you gotta go through all these different quests. You check them off as you've done them. It doesn't do it automatically, and you just make your way through. You know, I'm just gonna get you down to the first level, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So getting wood, yeah, you get all the achievements. So right now, I can't do anything. So when you get down, this is all you have, this one block of dirt. So obviously, you've got to build out. Again, I'm not going to be playing this right now. I'm just going to show you, what the basics are. So you have your one block of dirt, and I was lucky enough in this episode to get one little sapling, and basically this is how you start out. You just keep building around and around, and you kind of you hope that you keep. Oh, I got an apple, so I can actually live. This is survival. You can do survival, hardcore, new whatever it is. So, but that's basically it. And then so let's see the quest book. Go back to the beginning. Wood age. I need to build a crook. Twerking. So, see all the little stars? There's your new tree. That is how you obviously you don't have to wait. Otherwise, this game would take forever for waiting for a tree to grow. So you just twerk it, and you keep doing that. So that's how the basics of it work. I'm not going to save this, but basically you fall. Bye-bye. You hit the bottom of the earth and you die. And that's how you do it. So let's go back to the title screen. We will get into my game, play selected world. I'll just show you how I've been progressing. So this is my world. Oh Jesus, that scared the crap out of me. I hope you saw all that. But I will show you where I started out. And I am not a Minecraft player. Obviously, I don't do it professionally. But, you know, so a lot of these things that I'm doing, I'm not doing very well, I'm sure. But this is just how I've been doing it. And it's been absolutely loads of fun for me. So basically what happened is I started right about here. I started, you know, this was my tree. I took it down. I started planting trees around here as my little platform grew bigger. And, you know, so I started progressing from there. We had some issues, of course, which is why this is now cobblestone, where creepers and things just started blowing shit up left and right. But, oh well. Oh, and there's Enderman. So this is my little world right now. Obviously, we've got on this side, one of the quests is to build a mob farm. There it is. You can see we just came from there. It has actually been doing fairly well. I'm sure it can be much better, but you know, I've got some cobblestone or some stone spikes there that kills them pretty instantly. I've got a bunch of that I got to collect. So, but I actually have 2 layers of this, hoping that it would do a little more for me. It really hasn't. I think that second layer was a waste. Obviously, I don't know the full aspects of the game of how far you should be out to get the full, you know, array of mobs and things like that. But I've got my little trip to the Nether, which I will show you too. I did not realize that in Sky Factory at least, when you go to the Nether, there's nothing there. So I started with just this little platform here. Had to bring a whole bunch of cobblestone. And now I've built out this platform. And the little fucker's not here? No. But I'm trying to get a chicken. And I'm seeing no chickens. Chickens, just these pigmen zombie things. These chickens do not want to appear. I want a nether chicken so I can build on my chicken farm. And I'll show you that in a minute too. But again, this is just going to be a quick tour of the, you know, Casa de Sefian. This is where I actually had my tree farm around this little platform right here. I decided once this really built out a lot that there was no point. So I moved my tree farm over here. And actually, after a while, you really don't need it. I mean, you'll need wood here and there. You really don't need to be cutting down trees left and right like you really do in the beginning. And I really highly suggest if you do play this, a lot of fun, but if you do play this, I would say build out your platform to, you know, to extend to, I would say about 8 or 9 trees. I mean, you're going to, with crooks and that multi-crook, whatever you can build, it's so much easier. You get so much wood. And I know there's a way to automate it. I just haven't figured that out yet. So, but here is my little witchwater area. There are so many different things that I did not realize that, you know, I forget mycelium or whatever. Yeah, mycelium on dirt gives you, or not, it was the ancient spores on dirt gives you mycelium. Mycelium with a water barrel gives you, you know, witchwater, and sand gives you soul sand. But, so over here is where I built my little farm. And it has really grown. So basically after my platform, I kind of came here to build this, and then I immediately went over and did my mob spawn. But after a while, you will see I got a bunch of chickens. Got my chicken farm. So I got my bone white chicken here. I got my iron chickens here. I got my flint chickens here. And I actually need to move my red chickens. I've got some red chickens. Do I have a yellow chicken? Yes, I think I do. Because they're saying this has all been read. Here's my little sand chickens. What I've been reading is that a sand chicken next to a red chicken will give you something, and I don't remember. And a red chicken against a white chicken gives you something else. I don't know. I don't remember. I got to read it again, but they're giving me red dye, yellow dye, sand. I'm loaded in iron, so that's, I mean, how much better can you get? So that is my farm, or that is my animal farm. Now the weird thing is, when I built all this, I think it was this little pen right here is what I built. And chickens started showing up. 1 sheep, 1 cow, and 1 pig showed up. I have not been able to get any more of any of those. Chickens galore, as you can see, but no more cows, pigs, or sheep. And I don't understand why. And actually, it's driving me crazy because I need wool. I'm trying to get my, again, chicken farm built up a little more. If I could find these damn doors. And so, but I need, you know, like blue wool and blue dye and things like that. And it's just not working for me. Here is my actual farm. Here's an iron essence. And let me show you where I am right now. Basically, I've done everything except capture a cow in a jar. That just seems silly, and I've got other things to do. But everything in the Wood Age is done. Everything in the Stone Age is done. Enchant a sieve mesh. You saw my meshes over by my starting point. Capture a cow in a jar. I have not done that yet, but pretty much everything else. Craft an iron seed and craft a diamond seed. That is pretty much where I am. I've done a couple of other things. Travel to Nether, obviously. I did basically you build a boat and you just drop off and you travel down. I did not live through that. I wasn't going to care that I lived through that, but I completed it anyway. But before I get into anything else, I need to craft this diamond seed. And come on, close out. And so here, god dang it. Here you can see this is my iron seed, and diamond seed is going to be around there. I just actually have to figure out how to build it, and I haven't figured that out. Well, I mean, I figured it out. It's just being a pain in the ass. So we got to actually get to that. Automation. I've started my automating. It's weird. I created all my automated stuff. It worked. Basically, you have a cobblestone generator here. This is actually a tier 2 one. It's feeding into these 5 pits, these crucibles, which are making lava. Lava is then being piped into my magmatic generator, which basically is just lava. You can see it goes up, it goes down, but it works. And it's also going into my smeltery, so I don't have to ever worry about putting, lava into there. I'll get to the smeltery in a bit. So then these three crucibles were feeding lava into my stone barrels, which with the water on top was then making obsidian. And you can see I do have a bunch of obsidian elsewhere. Every now and again I just pick it up from here. I haven't automated that yet to travel over into these those little drawers. But the problem has been when you log out and you stop playing for a night and then you come back, sometimes these things don't seem to be working. So all of this was working at one point. All these 4 stone barrels were working perfectly. I logged out, logged back in, and they stopped working, and only 1 and 2 were now working. So I can hook these up, and they still don't work for some reason. I know I did have them hooked up, so I'm not stupid. So you have transfer pipes going into these 2 stone barrels, and they're supposed to feed in. I don't know why they're not. I had upgraded at one point the cobblestone generator from 1 to 2, but 2 should be putting out more than 1, so I still don't know why it's broken. So, but here basically you also have stone going into the first auto hammer, and you can see my little diamond hammer going. That will then both throw gravel to the sieve, the automated sieve, as well as to another automated hammer, which then takes gravel and pushes it and basically grinds it up into sand. It goes through again auto sieve, and then another auto hammer, which then goes to dust, which is auto sieved, and this is where it all comes out. So you get a bunch of this crap. So here's the ancient spores I was talking about earlier, and a bunch of lapis lazuli and things like that. You get a bunch of redstone, diamonds, and as I said, so what I'll do is I usually see 64 iron ore pieces. I'll craft them all up, throw them in here, and you'll see the iron ore in chunks. I then take all that manually, I could automate it. I just don't figure why bother. And I throw it right into the smeltery where it goes through, and I can make chunks and ingots and things like that. And here's my drawers. You'll see I already have a stack, almost 2 stacks of redstone. I have almost about half a stack of diamonds, ender pearls from my mob farm. So best thing I've noticed to do is when you're gonna not log out, but maybe stop playing for just a few minutes or even half an hour or so, go over to your ender farm or your mob farm. Obviously, I believe Enderman, whatever. Sorry, will if you look them in the eye, they'll kill you. So just sit here, and I walk away, and that's it. And you'll see these guys just fall, and you're good. So the only other thing to really show you is my downstairs. I did have them falling. My mob spawn fell all the way down to here, but for some reason when I was down here, they didn't spawn as often as upstairs. So basically I closed all this off, and my mob spawn ends upstairs. So this basically is useless now. But this is basically more storage. Here is my Tinker's Construct. I can build tools and everything here. So that's that. And I think that's pretty much it. Obviously, I got to get some more lighting going, but everything is, obviously there's water up there, but everything's pretty much working as it should. I just need to get this basically this diamond seed going, and I can chalk that off. And then it's just a bunch of, random crap that I got to sit down and grind for, and it's just boring as sin, which is another reason why I'm not going to play this online. Or if someone wanted to play with me, I would play this in a heartbeat. This is much better. I've seen Let's Play do it, or Achievement Hunters, or Rooster Teeth, or whatever you want to call them these days. They're doing it, and it's a lot of fun. It's 8 people, I think, playing or something like that, and you get things done very quickly. So it's kind of hard at the top or at the beginning when you're all on top of a single tree, but once you start building out the platform, you're actually pretty good, and you get things done a lot quicker. Jeff's doing all the chickens and things like that. So anyway, you get your little. This is a lot more fun if you have more people. It's still a lot of fun doing it single, but it just takes things a lot longer, to get. Well, I've got some. You'll see my next quest. God dang it! After a diamond seed, which you need Supremium Essence, is pain in the ass to get Supremium Essence. You need a Master Infusion Crystal, which takes a lot. Supremium Apple, Supremium Armor. All that takes a ton of this Supremium Essence, which is a huge pain to get because you need 4 of these, then 4 of these, then 4 orange one. I don't remember what that's called. Then 4 Superium, then 4 Supremium, and you got to just build up and build up and build up, and it's a pain. So anyway, so that, my friends, is Sky Factory 3. I probably won't do this on the channel. I just wanted to show you what it is. It's a lot of fun. Here's my Civ Factory over here. My old one, since I've now auto doing it. But if someone wanted to play this online, I would definitely do this for a channel. This is a lot of fun. I highly suggest if you are not even a Minecraft enthusiast, which I am not. I am, I love Minecraft. It's fun, but after a while it just gets boring. This type of thing where you've got quests and you got to keep progressing, this is what is a lot of fun for me. So anyway, that does it for me. I hope you've enjoyed. Take care. I definitely, again, I highly suggest, just downloading this. It is a pain. It's through the Twitch app, which you find on curse.com. And it's very weird, but I highly suggest picking it up if you're into this type of questing in Minecraft type of thing. It's a lot of fun. So anyway, as always, take care and enjoy.